Good morning, Facebook friends. Last night I had the honor of getting to join a poetry group called Soulfire. I think it's run through the Department of Language, Literature, and Philosophy there at TSU. At least the chair of that department is the one who puts it on. So I went, and the topic was called Woke, and you're supposed to either prepare a poem or recite a poem that you've already done based on that topic. And I said to myself, "Oh, I have one," and it's one that I wrote back in 2001 for my book Short Rage. I don't know if it's really like considered poetry or not, but I do know that it's still very relevant today, even though I wrote it can't believe it's been 19 years ago. But the issues are still there, and it's hard to believe. So it really spoke to me once I re-looked it up and presented at the Poetry Club. I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that these are still issues we're dealing with 20 years later. It's titled Someday. Someday, the people of the world will wake up. They will realize the inhumane treatment of our own brothers and sisters who are victims of poverty, racism, sexism, and greed. Someday the people of the world will wake up and demand equality and justice for all. They will demand that all people be treated with dignity and respect, regardless of religion, sexual orientation, skin color, greed, or social class. Someday the people of the world will wake up and realize that the lawn keepers and the trash collectors are no less human than themselves. They will demand that all children of the world have the opportunities and resources necessary to achieve their goals. They will demand that all children have the right to education, medical care, a safe environment to play and study, but most importantly, food and shelter. Someday we will wake up, but for now we are still sleeping. I feel like a mother shaking her child to wake up to go to school, but the child will not rise. I am afraid for my child because I know the longer she sleeps, the more knowledge is lost. This is true for us as a species. The longer we sleep, more knowledge is lost. The longer we sleep, the more our people die, violent deaths because of greed and ignorance. I am begging us to wake up. My ideas of freedom and justice are not evil liberal concepts. They are humane. The evils of the world are greed, individualism, global expansionism, war, racism, and sexism, which are fueled by the world capitalist economy. Capitalism is a system based on profit. You get control of the market over a resource that everyone needs, and you sell it with the intent to make a profit. Food is such a commodity. Those who can afford to buy food eat. Those who can't afford to buy food don't eat. Food is a basic necessity for survival. Is it really fair to let people die because they can't afford to buy food? Is that a democratic, just, humane society? Some call me a radical, but if fighting for justice and freedom for all and exposing global capitalism for what it is, if this makes me a radical, then that is who I will stand proudly to be, a radical. I want to see it all into my lifetime: starvation, racism, poverty, war, and greed. Call me a radical, but please yell loud enough to wake up the world. Thank you for letting me share that with you this morning. I hope you all have a great day.